Hello, I'm Captain Eric Thors, Commanding Officer of Recruit Training Command. I welcome you to the virtual edition of our recruit graduation ceremony. Even though you can't be here in person, it is important to be able to share this experience with you, the families and friends watching online and witnessing this significant milestone. Next time you talk to your sailor, I'm sure they'll have many stories to tell you about their boot camp experience. But first, allow me the opportunity to show you our side of the story.
Hurry up, let's go. Get on the bus, let's go.
Recruit Training Command is the quarterdeck of the United States Navy.
Good order and discipline will be maintained 24/7. Proper military posture will be maintained 24/7.
Every enlisted sailor begins their naval career here, and our mission is fairly simple. It's to transform civilians into smartly disciplined, physically fit sailors ready for follow-on training and service to the fleet. And while doing so, to instill in them the highest values of honor, courage, and commitment.
You are no longer a civilian. Whatever you were before is now over. You are about to begin a journey that's going to make you a part of the greatest naval force the world has ever known. This training will not be easy. It wasn't meant to be.
Our training environment is controlled chaos. And while it may not seem like that to the recruits, each and every event has meaning and purpose.
You're going to sound off at the top of your lungs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. We are designed to develop skill sets that sailors can carry throughout their entire career. We push hard on physical fitness. Watch standing.
Stop looking, man. Look! Try it. Read it and look.
And creating a warrior mindset.
Now with the mental scan, you're going to be focused on your mind.
A true body, mind, and soul approach.
When I say gas, 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 you'll have 15 seconds to down your face, tighten your straps, check floor seal, and put your hands in your pockets.
All of our recruits receive training that will help them the second they get to the fleet. Firefighting, damage control, weapons and seamanship. Our recruits get hands-on training and application with them all.
Put my hands in front of your face and stop shooting. Good? All right, put your ears on.
Stand by.
Airman, 2-week airman. All right, put your ears on.
Kids, one breath. Face comes up, one breath, back down.
Surface, bring it away. Bottom one, right here.
So I need everything you guys, because once we start this evolution again, I'm going to expect you to adapt, overcome, and be.
Petty officer, all lines man and ready! Petty officer, all lines man and ready!
Work together as a team, execute the mission, and the next time I see you, you'll be sailors. Hoo-yah Navy.
Hoo-yah!
Everything they learn is tested in battle stations.
Identify yourself.
Chief, Division 001, man and ready for battle station, Chief.
Very well.
Do not relax anything that is on you. That is understand.
A 24-hour event where the recruit ceases to exist
First shot!
and a sailor is forged. Navy boot camp really is a machine with a swarm of moving parts, all working towards the same goal, making a sailor.
Courage,
The sailors forged here are the bedrock of our naval forces. They give our Navy its combat edge, and they enable us to help keep this nation secure. Each of them you see here today has earned the right to wear the uniform recognized throughout the world as a symbol of freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest and sharpest sailors in the United States Navy.
Please welcome Division 001, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Jared Knight, Petty Officer First Class Thomas Jordan, Petty Officer Second Class Jarvis Walker, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Foster Hoffbauer from La Cruces, New Mexico. Division 002, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Jovan Barnett, Petty Officer First Class Brad Hill, Petty Officer First Class Steve Cebu, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Kurt Alisando from Greenville, South Carolina. Division 003, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Michael Gione, Petty Officer First Class Christian Phelps, Petty Officer First Class Jared Kettleman, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Robert Sayans from Austin, Texas. Division 004, commanded by Petty Officer First Class Thomas Bajanski, Petty Officer Second Class Crystal Angiano, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Megan Thomas from St. John's, Florida. Division 005, commanded by Senior Chief Petty Officer Joel Gladowski, Petty Officer First First Class Jose Santos, Petty Officer First Class Chase Franscona, and the Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Gabriel Trace from Jackson, Ohio. Division 006, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Courtney Gandy, Petty Officer First Class Tashinia Bush, Petty Officer Second Class Jake Morton, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Jordan Rojas from St. Mary's, Georgia. Division 007, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Luis Sanchez, Petty Officer Second Class Peter Schultz, and the Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Ian Bachman from Carson City, Nevada. Division 008, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Julian Miles, Petty Officer First Class Jacob Parkins, and the Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Unique Howard from San Antonio, Texas. Division 009, commanded by Petty Officer First Class Andrew Thompson, Petty Officer First Class Andrew Ashcraft, Petty Officer Second Class Caleb Dominguez, and the Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Red Kala from Antioch, Texas. Division 010, commanded by Chief Petty Officer David Alvarado, Petty Officer Second Class Jakelson McLaurin, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Cyril Nassis from West Covina, California. Division 011, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Adam Jefferson, Petty Officer First Class Anthony Munoz, Petty Officer Second Class Zachary Williams, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Roman Cummins from San Diego, California. Division 012, commanded by Petty Officer First Class Ana Morero Suarez, Petty Officer Second Class Jay Young, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Gina Reese from Long Island, New York. Division 013, commanded by Senior Chief Petty Officer Nicholas DeJorge, Petty Officer Second Class O'Neill Campbell, Petty Officer Second Class Michael Schutz, and the Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Tywin Davis from Atlanta, Georgia. Division 014, commanded by Petty Officer First Class Leah Plummer, Petty Officer First Class Tiffany Witcher, Petty Officer Second Class Kiana Jordan, and their Recruit Chief Petty Officer Seaman Tyler Katz from Calhoun, Georgia. concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending.
Congratulations, sailors. You've all made it. You're graduating from boot camp and doing so in a time of extraordinary circumstances. Today, we recognize your transformation from civilian to sailor. A sailor is a member of a profession, forged through shared adversity, confident in their abilities, and certain in their conviction that they are ready to handle any challenge. The RTC staff and your RDCs see these traits within each of you. I personally could not be more proud of how you have risen to the challenges we presented and proven that you have what it takes to be members of our Navy and profession of arms. While your time here has been different than others have experienced in the past, fundamentally, most things haven't changed. Like every sailor, you've been trained in firefighting, damage control, seamanship, small arms, and watchstanding. You proved you were tough, mentally, morally, and physically. You showed you could work as a team, both relying on one another and being relied upon. You demonstrated the warrior spirit of sailors and earned the right to wear that title. The coronavirus has certainly impacted your experience, but the Navy is inherently flexible and agile and excels when faced with challenges, just like you've all done here during boot camp. But we're not just congratulating you today. We're welcoming new members of the Navy family watching from afar. While I wish you could all be here in person, I'm glad I'm at least able to virtually welcome you. The term Navy family isn't just a slogan, it's a real thing. And I'm going to let you families in on a secret. We need you to love and support us throughout our service to our nation. Thank you for your love and support of your sailor. You are truly part of our family and essential to the Navy. To the sailors graduating today, well done. We are all very proud of you. Take care of one another and stay in the fight.
Let us pray. Today is an accumulation and accomplishments of many people on many levels. Each of you graduates gathered here are the newest sailors of the United States Navy. Your achievements are and will be many. You have prepared well for many years of life experience, parents, family, friends, RDCs, and instructors to be the best and brightest new sailors of the United States Navy. In gratitude for all you have been given, take a few moments and remember your RDCs and instructors, parents, family, and friends, veterans who help you become who you are today. For the RTCs who work long hours and sacrifice greatly, we ask that you would give them rest in coming years. For the others here at Recruit Training who poured time and knowledge into these sailors, give them the strength to carry on day to day. For the families, many of whom are here today, who supported their sailors through this journey, we ask that you would encourage them with this graduation. I offer my blessings on each of you for taking the touch and living the dream of service to our nation. Each of you help to recover our freedom and democracy. Take what you have learned here in your training and physical, mental, and spiritual toughness, training wisely to do and become the best your abilities allow you to come. May you treat others with kindness and compassion. May you be grateful for every blessings. May you be well, happy, and finally, may you be successful and peaceful. Amen.
Throughout your time here, you've been taught toughness. You have been taught to run to the fire. You have been taught to deal with acute stress, how to process it, and still move forward. You've been taught all that stuff. You've been taught to overcome challenge, and you have overcome challenges. The fact that you're sitting here today says you've done that. Because here's what I'm going to tell you. You're going to be tested. It's coming. One of you is going to be sitting in your gym working out, and you're going to hear a loud crash off the back of your ship. And when you get up topside, a helicopter with 25 people has hit the back of the ship and fell in the water. And now you go to mass casualty and start rescuing people. One of you is going to be eaten on the mess decks, and you're going to hear the flight deck fire alarm go off. And you're going to run to the flight deck to suit up, and there's a Harrier jet with 2 500-pound bombs on board, a pilot in the cockpit, and the plane's on fire. And you've got to go combat the fire. One of you is going to be sitting in combat off the coast of Africa, and you're going to hear missiles inbound. This is not a drill. And you're going to have to react. Everything I just said has happened to our Navy in the last 4 years. And sailors like you responded and took action. Your test is coming. Are you ready?
Yes, Master.
Weak. Are you ready?
Yes, Master.
I am proud of each and every one of you. You are absolutely the generation of sailors I want to go to war with. Be proud of what you've done. Earn it every day. I'm proud to call you shipmate. I look forward to seeing you in the fleet. I look forward to seeing you at graduation tomorrow. Congratulations to your parents. Hoo-yah.